And I think from the day I moved here from London, my dad saw my different experience as an advantage versus something that, go sit in that office and learn the business for the next 20 years and forget about what you did before. No, he was the opposite. Danny looks at this differently. Why don't we bring him into the meeting? Maybe he can add something that we haven't thought of before. And if that generational acceptance happens, it really becomes very evolutionary. And that's how I think these businesses can live on from generation to generation, sort of embracing it. And my dad's a great example of, he admits to maybe not knowing how to do all this stuff, but he usually knows what's important.
The fact that you had somebody, your father, who believed in you, gave you the platform to say, let him do this work because I see it and it has to happen. I don't know what I'm doing, but I want him to manage it. Because I think some people don't have that buy-in and it's hard for them to, get the work done. And I also think that you clearly are a brilliant communicator, so you're able to articulate some of the things that need to happen, to grow the business. I like the idea of having an internal team, especially when it's related to your family business and the Blackhawks, because you're able to control your message a little bit better.
Sure.
We talk about this all the time with entrepreneurs. When you don't put yourself out there and your message, someone else will.
Yeah.
And then when that message gets out there, whatever way it gets there is the way it's going to stay, especially in the age of the internet. So,
yes.
You have the ability to craft interesting, intimate, personal stories around the Blackhawks team. And fans love that. I mean, they want those humanizing stories because, as you said, sometimes with the athletes, they're not really humanized. They're larger than life, and they don't have regular problems that everybody else has.
Absolutely.
They're playing on the ice or on the field, and that's sort of what people see. So I love the idea that you were able to bring this together and bring it to life. I do want to talk about entrepreneurship a little bit. So you are the fourth generation. You grew up seeing your father, your grandfather, and I don't know, did you see your great grandfather work?
A little bit.
You did?
I'm not really
Goodness
working.
gracious.
He was sort of at the end of his road, but still, I witnessed his presence. He was a very intimidating, large man that, so sort of, and
you
obviously
see Danny's face. His face is like,
especially as like I was a 3 or 4-year-old. Yes, exactly.
I mean, I'd love to understand what that would have been like to grow up as a young boy. Because I saw a picture of you in your father's arms as a baby. What it was like to grow up in an intense environment of business and entrepreneurship.